Hi, nostalgic home cooks! Today I'm in the kitchen making chicken paprikash.
This vintage comfort food is one of those old-fashioned meals in which everyone who makes it seems to have their own unique recipe. This deliciously simple version requires very few ingredients, makes a truly delicious meal.
This Hungarian comfort food is most often served with a type of noodle or dumpling called nokedli or Spaetzle. You don't need to be in the kitchen all day to make something amazing. Just let the ingredients speak for themselves.
So let's get into the kitchen. This is how I make chicken paprikash with Spaetzle.
I'm going to start this recipe by preparing the chicken. In a large frying pan or Dutch oven over medium heat, melt a quarter cup of butter. I'm going to add in about 2 to 3 chicken breasts that I've already sliced into bite-sized pieces. Fry the chicken until it's browned on all sides. Now you don't have to use chicken breasts for this recipe. Other cuts of chicken like bone-in chicken thighs will also work. Now that my chicken has finished browning, I'm going to remove it to a plate and set it aside. Now to add in even more flavor to this recipe, I'm going to add to the pot a half of a diced onion. Stir and fry the onion until it becomes translucent and just starts to color. I'm going to add in a half a cup of white wine to deglaze the pan. This will help mix in all the cooked bits that are stuck to the bottom. After you add in the wine, this is going to bubble up and you'll easily be able to stir everything into the liquid, adding a deep caramelized flavor. Then I'm going to remove the pan from the heat and add in 1.5 tablespoons of paprika. We don't want to fry the paprika here because it's a pretty delicate spice and will quickly turn bitter. This paprika is going to add the signature flavor and color to the recipe. Add the chicken back in and add in 1 cup of water. Stir everything together and then I can add it back to the heat. I'm going to cover this and simmer for 1 hour over low heat. Now that my chicken is done and super tender, I'm going to remove it from the heat. Once it stops simmering, stir in 1 cup of full-fat sour cream. This is going to add that decadent richness and gorgeous tang to the paprika-infused sauce. And this quick and easy dinner is ready to serve with your favorite side. For my dinner tonight, I'm going to serve it with the traditional noodle-type dumplings called nokedli or Spaetzle. These are incredibly easy to make, but you could just as easily serve this comfort food meal on the side of store-bought noodles, rice, or even mashed potatoes. So let's move on to the Spaetzle. If you want to time this side dish to be ready at the same time as the chicken paprikash, then definitely make it during that 1 hour of low and slow cooking of the chicken. These little noodles are made with a super simple egg batter. To a bowl, add in 3 eggs, 1 cup of water, and 2 teaspoons of salt. Stir this together until well combined. Then I'm going to sprinkle in 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Stir this together until you have a relatively smooth batter. It should be about the same consistency of pancake batter. Now that my batter is ready, I'm going to let it sit and rest for 5 to 10 minutes while I bring a large pot of salted water to a boil. Traditionally, Spaetzle was made by scraping thin strips of dough off a wooden cutting board into the boiling water. However, now there are specific Spaetzle or nokedli makers. But no need to go out and buy any special equipment. You can also use things like potato ricers, a colander, a large whole cheese grater, or even a large slotted spoon. My favorite way to do this is by using a large whole cheese grater. The loose dough is going to drip through directly into the boiling water, which immediately starts to cook and coagulate the dough. This keeps all the noodles separated into the little soft and chewy dumplings. Using the cheese grater, I'm going to spoon the batter on top. Stir and push through the batter with a spatula. This will drip through the other side into the boiling water. Once the little dumplings start to float back up to the surface of the water, they are cooked through and can be removed with a slotted spoon or strainer. I'm just going to set the cooked noodles aside into this large bowl. Add about a teaspoon of butter to the cooked noodles and stir to combine. This will ensure they do not glue back together. Continue to cook the noodles in batches until all of the batter is used up. You can serve these immediately on the side of your chicken paprikash. To add a little more depth of flavor, fry them in a little bit of brown butter. This is my favorite way to reheat these noodles the second day. But this step is optional. This Hungarian chicken stew is so rich, creamy, and full of flavor. Thanks to the low and slow cooking of the chicken, the generous helping of paprika, and the rich sour cream swirled in at the end. Enjoy! If you're a fan of deliciously simple vintage recipes and old-fashioned skills, then you'll want to check out this next video. Thanks for stopping by.